These incredible roads offer a mix of high-speed sweeping corners and technical low-speed sections, the perfect mix to really test out what the M140i can deliver. Under the bonnet of the M140i is a 3.0-litre 6-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine that produces 250 kilowatts of power and 500 newton-meters of torque, which helps it move from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.6 seconds. Torque is sent through an 8-speed ZF Sachs automatic gearbox or a 6-speed manual, both the same price, to the rear wheels. Both at idle and while the revs ascend, the 6-cylinder offers a silky smooth engine and exhaust note that is simply intoxicating. With each gear shift there is a burp before it grabs the next gear and continues with its surge of torque. That huge slab of torque comes on from 1,520 revolutions per minute and continues all the way through to 4,500 revolutions per minute before the car reaches peak power at 5,500 revolutions per minute. It's an incredibly versatile engine that makes the most of its forced induction. The sports suspension comes with adaptive dampers that alter firmness depending on the drive mode. While the ride in comfort mode is good, it's still on the firm side and is noticeable on rutted sections of road or over railway crossings. The sport mode noticeably firms the ride to allow the vehicle to sit dead flat through corners. While the springs are firm, the dampers do a good job of rounding the hard edge off the bumps. Steering both in comfort and sport is good, but in comfort mode it lacks a bit of feel about center. This is partly due to the tune of the electrically assisted variable ratio rack that tightens up considerably in sport mode. As we began attacking these epic stretches of road, the M140i felt most at home in sport with the gearbox in sport mode. Leaning on the throttle in any gear delivered a pleasing push in the back, while jumping on the throttle kicked the sleeping giant to life, spitting barks and noise happily. The brakes are damn good, 4-piston calipers up front, with front-vented rotors measuring 340 mm, and 2-piston at the rear, with 345 mm solid rotors, with reliable pedal pressure. While the rotors aren't cross-drilled or slotted, they hold up well with the battering. A particular downhill stretch we drove required a number of hard stops and the brakes didn't degrade or fade at all. Static steering wheel mounted paddle shifters can be activated at any time, while sliding the shifter over to manual mode allows the vehicle to hold gears upon paddle shifter input. We scored a heap of rain across our entire first day and it barely affected the impressive M140i. Turning is sharp, while the steering is communicative enough to catch every imperfection of the road surface. Feeding in the throttle out of corners offered progressive and predictable torque delivery, and it wasn't until we found uneven sections of road where the rear end became twitchy.